I don't know if you guys can see what's going on out there. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Hopefully you can. But she's snowing like a son of a goof out. Hell yeah, you can't even see where I cut with the snowblower. Oh man, truck's coated. She's still coming down pretty hard. It's been doing this all freaking day. So yeah, I got the window open right now because it's like 2 degrees Celsius out. This is probably a reason why we're getting such big snowflakes. Overcast, warm weather equals welcome to the downpour. Oh well, it's Monday here, and yeah, I'm just currently working. This is what I'm doing. Just finished editing the video from yesterday. Was like, maybe tonight after work we'll go out and snowblow, but like it's not supposed to let up snowing, and I don't see the point in clearing the driveway if I'm not going to be going anywhere just to have it snow again. So I figure we'll let this here really blanket the driveway, and we'll give that 10-horse engine something to work towards, you know what I mean? Give it a little bit of a struggle bus to deal with. I'm due for a break any second. I'm just waiting for this live chat to end, and then I don't know. I haven't had breakfast yet. Probably gonna skip lunch. I think today I'm going to do a nomad because I kind of decided last night to have a bag of Doritos. I know, Adam, you shouldn't be eating junk like that, but it's every once in a while thing, unlike before when it was an every night thing. I wanted a bag of freaking Doritos, so I had a freaking bag of Doritos. Originally I bought them because I was going to use them as breading for the fish. But then I was like, I better try and eat pike as it is. So instead of using them as breading, I ate them. And it was really, really well worth it. All right, so let's go ahead here into break because we're due just like that. It's amazing how much this tank cleared up after the friggin' fish died. It's not foggy anymore, no more haze. Maybe the bait fish were just too much, but I am losing a lot of water. I noticed that. We're down to like the base of the filter now. Must be evaporating from the heat. So it is pretty hot in here throughout the night. You know, with all these computers going and shit, tends to get a little toasty, tends to get a little sousy. Anyway, I was thinking, because, you know, sometimes I freaking do that. Wow, yeah, just coming down out there. I haven't seen any rabbit friends coming around. They usually like to hide underneath the cedar tree there. They probably eat it too. Who knows? I hear a snowblower going out there. Not mine. Not gonna be mine for a while. Anyway, Oreo went off a while ago and I don't know why. I thought maybe Amazon delivered something, but because I got a company sending me something for review. Oh, there's nothing there. I guess I'll let Stupid out. He's not gonna have fun out there. Like he goes to take a piss and his wiener's right in the snow. Poor dog. Oh boy. Yeah, I had a company reach out on the Facebook fan page. I felt really bad. They reached out last September, sorry, and they wanted to send me a product to review for fishing. And because I'm so active on my Facebook fan page, that's a bad joke. You guys probably realize how not active I am on there. If you sent me a message on the Facebook fan page, you probably realize that it takes me a minute to get back because, okay, I'm trying to go hands-free here and it's not working out to my best. But if you sent me a message on the Facebook fan page, you probably realize I'm a little slow to get back. And it's because of the way the fan page works. The Messenger app on the phone doesn't quite link up to it right. And when I'm home, the way it shows up is it shows up as a notification on my personal Facebook. You've received a new message on your Facebook. Well, when you're shit posting like I do, and anybody who has me as a friend on Facebook knows I love to shit post. I just fire memes all over my Facebook, and either to get a lull or to see if I can trigger people, because that's always fun. You know, you post something about something and people see it and they get all pissed off thinking it's about them. Meanwhile, you're just doing it to piss off the general public, not just one individual. You want to like freaking let everybody know and see who you can trigger and who you can't. Well, that's basically what I do. Well, when you're doing that, the problem is you tend to miss out on some notifications. Anyway, what it is last year Sarah and I, we both had the same headlamps. I actually bought her one for her birthday because she didn't have anything for fishing in the dark. She just had, well, she had some lights, but they weren't the greatest. So I bought her a headlamp like mine. But there was a problem with it. It kept turning off and on, and I don't know if it's a wiring fault or if it's just a broken freaking whatever. But anyway, there's a problem with it. It keeps turning off and on. So this company saw that video and they quoted it. They said, you know, we noticed that you and your friend, you were using some pretty cheap lighting and you had some issues, and we would like to see if you'd like to try out our headlamps, seeing how you've been using a lot of headlamps. And they even commented, so obviously they watched the video, because they commented on my GoPro light. And they said this headlamp can put out the same type of light as the GoPro light, except for you can wear it on your head and it's lightweight, unlike me complaining about the one on my chest. When I had it on my chest with the GoPro, it was freaking heavy. You knew it was there. It was brutal. So they reached out and said, you know, we'd like, but this is in September. And the other day, somebody messaged me on Facebook fan page asking me, I can't remember what the heck they were asking me, something about vaping, because I have a lot of old vaping videos that are still for some reason hot. So people always contact me and ask me about vaping. And that's when I noticed the message from this company, from this guy. And I was like, holy shit, okay, well, frig. So I looked it over and I'm like, oh man, so I replied back and said, hey, sorry I missed the message. Facebook is weird. Is this offer still on the table, or did I wait too long? And they replied back like within minutes. I was like, oh no, the offer's still on the table. You know, we understand people get busy, especially during these times. Like, they were all like not compliant, but like, you know, compassionate about the fact that I was slow to get back to them, which is freaking awesome. So like, we have these headlamps and they sent me a picture of them. They said, we're gonna send you 3 of them, you know, if you want to do a giveaway or something like that. I don't really do giveaways on the channel, but I'm gonna give one to Sarah because she needs a new headlamp to replace the one that sucks. I'm gonna use one, and I was thinking about giving the 3rd one to like Dad or something if he wants one. I got him a headlamp like mine too. He doesn't really use it because he doesn't really go anywhere. But these ones here don't look as bulky as the ones that I got for me, Dad, and Sarah. They look smaller, and they have 2 features. They got a projection light, then they have like a LED bar. It's pretty much, I don't have my flashlight, like it's pretty much like one of these LED bars here. You got it on your head, so you can do like an area floodlight, so you can look around, have a floodlight, and then you have the spotlight, so if you need to like see off into the distance, like if you're hunting raccoon or squirrel, you know, boop, turn on the spotlight, look and see it, and then get your slingshot out and go ahead and nail it. Fishing, the floodlight feature will be friggin' boss, because you can, it's illegal to shine a beam of light into the water, but a floodlight, if you're flooding the area with light, that's fine, as long as it's not projected into the water. So if you're just like flooding the area in front of your rod while you're putting a worm on a hook or a minnow on a hook, that's perfectly fine. So those spotlights are due to arrive today. There was a, I got an email saying out for delivery. They're an Amazon company, Amazon link. Just like Thinkfish, when they reached out to me through the Facebook fan page. I don't know why they're reaching out through the Facebook fan page, but I gotta pay more attention to that, because, you know, I get a lot of offers through there. I had some Chinese company want me to do a car stereo review for an Android stereo. I declined that because there was no way in hell I was putting it in my truck, and because it was a double din stereo, there's no way in hell it would have fit in my car. Yeah, I declined them on that. I said, if you have a single din, I can put it in the Trans Am and the Firebird. I'll by all means do that, but I have nothing that can take double din. The truck can, but I don't want to go through the hassle of removing that stereo to put in an aftermarket stereo that's probably cheeks compared to what I have. So we might be getting that in today. And like I said, I'm not gonna bother blasting the driveway today. I'm gonna wait till the snow stops. We have nowhere to go, nowhere to be, so why waste that time? Something else I was thinking about doing, I don't even know how much time I have left on the clock there. Move the air fryer back over, give myself some freaking room. I bought a roast beef. I wanted to make a meat stew. Doesn't that sound delicious, eh? A meat stew, guys. Literally, it's just gonna be a lot of meat in a stew. See, I got a pack of chicken in here that's about to go south, and I got a roast beef that is definitely not gonna go south. What I'm thinking is put the roast beef and the chicken all into the pot, add some water, pressure cook it for a long freaking time, Boom shakalaka meat stew. Shred it, eat it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pressure cook that. We'll plug it in. So it normally works better when that's the case. Make sure it's on pressure mode. Meat stew. I'm gonna hit it for 2 hours. We're gonna skip lunch today too. We're gonna go OMAD. I think I've already mentioned that. So we'll let that meat stew and we'll be good to go. Anyway, I think I'm due to get back to work, so pitter patter, have at her. Tonight is a weightlifting day, so we're gonna weightlift fasted, then have trout for dinner. Should be good. Well guys, the headlamps came in. That's basically them right there. Just a simple little headlamp, single strap, and if I put it on my head, kind of looks a little something like that. It doesn't have the overhead, but she is pretty bright. Like that's spotlight mode. There is a way to turn it, to aim it. Basically aim it however you want. So that's spotlight mode, and that's pretty freaking bright. Then there's floodlight mode, which is the bottom, which really illuminates the area well, and then off. So it doesn't have the strobe mode and a red light and all sorts of nonsense. It's just spotlight, floodlight, off. Simple, easy peasy. It's got a built-in 2000 milliamp hour battery, which I don't think is replaceable because I can't undo this. And you literally charge it from right there. So it doesn't get any simpler than that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a charge to it. And tonight we'll actually give it a real test. We'll head outside in the dark. We'll turn off all the lights there and see exactly how she do in the complete darkness of my backyard. But I'm gonna go let Oreo out so that I don't have to do it at 5. My meat stew should be done cooking, and we'll have to get that all shredded up. I wish I had some stuff to put in it, some weird stuff like eggplant and shit, but I don't. Anyway, let's get this little shit outside. He's been down here just hovering around the Instant Pot because it totally smells like awesomeness to him. I just let Oreo out. But, this thing here has been on low for 57 minutes and it looks phenomenal. So let me go ahead and grab a fork and start shredding. That's totally a spoon. And we should be able to shred this all up. That's the objective anyway. Shred it all up. I got some stuff in the cupboard to thicken the water. Hopefully I'm in the shot, but no, there's something that happened today on the local fishing forum for Nipissing, and I thought it was me, but it turns out it wasn't. There was a posting from a woman who said that somebody with a mobile shack left at dark 10 minutes before she went out to her ice shack, and I guess she put her sled in their ice fishing holes and damaged her sled or some shit. And at first, when they showed the image, I was like, holy shit, that's my spot. Like, I broke her sled. I was like, I was starting to panic on the inside. I'm like, holy shit, like, I don't know what to do when you leave a spot. If you're like, oh, they should have marked that with branches. Well, when you're 1.2 kilometers on the ice, you kind of don't have trees around to get branches from. So I don't know if you're supposed to bring branches out before you leave or... But then I discovered it wasn't my spot. And the reason why she was complaining is because they, it was like a big square tent, like kind of like the Freyville, just bigger. Oreo, are you at the door? You want to come in the house? Oh my God, Oreo's got a snowball. No, stay down, you're gross, you're wet. Go lay down. Where'd I put my fork? There it is. Anyway, I thought it was me who left the, oh, thanks. Dog just shook and now I'm soaked. I thought it was me who left a giant hole there, but thank friggin' God it wasn't. Well, sucks that her sled was broken, but after when I saw the pattern, it was like the 5 side of a dice. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I'll show the image and you can see what I'm talking about. But like when I first saw the picture, I was like, oh crap, that's me. And there was shacks nearby and nobody was in it. And chances are they're coming up for a night bite to go after catfish or some shit. And I totally cocked over their sled. I was like, my heart was pounding. It was legitimately pounding. I was like, frig sakes. Like, this is my first year ice fishing. I don't know complete etiquette of ice fishing. Still learning it all. But then I got to thinking, I'm ripping 6-inch holes. The average person's boot wouldn't even go in that hole unless they stepped on it awkwardly. I also covered up my holes before I left. Well, I threw snow on them, but I didn't cover up the area because I wasn't about to sit there in the dark freezing my ass off covering up the area. So, well, that's happening right now with all that snow we're getting. And it happened out by the Manitou Islands, so that definitely wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me at that point. I do have, oh, I don't have any left. Oh, I thought I did. In case you're wondering what I'm looking for that crap, that thickening stuff that makes fat to gravy. I guess I could use xanthan gum. That'll look just as good. This shit here would be so good on like a sandwich. Like take a bun or even a tortilla. Take like a tortilla and then smear this in there with a little bit of lettuce and some guac or something, or like some salsa. Oh man, flavor freaking country. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit and marinate on low. And then probably gonna separate it up later on tonight. We should have ourselves some friggin' deliciousness to eat. So, oh yeah, those headlamps are pretty cool. So I thought they were bigger, but I'm actually kind of happy with the size. And they're light on your head, so you don't need the overhead strap. The other one that I have, you need the overhead strap. It's freaking huge. But that's a kitty cat. Look at her face. No, don't go for my hand. Just look into the camera. Why do you always gotta sniff? Just realized this thing's filthy. Just say hi to the audience. Campers. Campers, just say hi. Just say hi. Come on. Felix used to talk. Why can't you? Come on. Just say hi. You're purring. You're happy to be on camera. That or you're scared and you don't know what else to do. Weirdo. Anyway, guys, I'm going to put in a workout tonight, and then I've already set up a stream to go live at 7. Going to play some more Scum. We have a battle plan to go check out the fish factory, which is awesome. I've never done that, and there might be a rebar cutter there if you're not sure what the hell I'm talking about. Well, I would say tune in, but by the time this video goes live, it's already happened. So, anyway, just been doing the live streaming because in the winter, there's not much else to do. Come the summer, I might not do it as often because I'll be out there fishing, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, eh? We'll roll with the punches as the punches come in. Not gonna make any plans for the summer because I have no idea what this summer's gonna bring. I got a mindset right now that even though there's still bullshit going on with COVID and everything's a piece of shit, I don't care. 2021, I'm gonna friggin' make it this year. I'm gonna do something this year. Things are gonna happen. We're gonna make moves. And apparently today I made enough moves to burn off 3,000 calories according to Fitbit. So that's friggin' awesome. But we're gonna do shit this year. Things are gonna happen. Life is gonna get better. We're gonna figure this out. Hammer down, 2021. Let's friggin' do our manure, you know. Dad always said keep a positive mindset, positive things will happen. You know what? 2020, I had a negative mindset. Nothing happened. Like, you know, I had a good time, like doing all the fishing and stuff, but I was kind of pissy and shit. And 2021, I want to go into it friggin' ready to rock, full guns blazing. So far, we're doing it, and it's gonna be a good year, despite all this nonsense and COVID and government pandemic and conspiracies and bullshit. Ignore it all, hammer down, enjoy life, make what you can of it. That's my battle plan for 2021. And take you guys along for the ride. Unless you decide to unsubscribe and quit watching, then sorry you left the train. But if you hung around, hey man, saddle up, grab a bag of peanuts, let's do our manure. Anyway, I'm gonna get back upstairs. I think I'm due to log back in there. I just came downstairs to let Stumpy out, which I did. There he is. He left quite the friggin' snail trail of water. Dude, don't! You're still soaking wet. God. Put the camera on him and he bounces around. Take the camera off of him and he becomes a dog again. He goes from bunny rabbit to dog, like that. Anyway, I'm gonna put in a workout and we're gonna do a live stream tonight. Should be fun. Should be fun. Oh, and I gotta bake that friggin' trout before it goes bad. I don't want that to go to bad. I want that to go in my belly. Okay, talk to you in a bit. Peace. All right, guys, we just hammered a friggin' awesome workout. It was friggin' awesome. I got Oreo and Scampers at the door waiting for me to emerge. We got the trout in the oven. She's cooking up nicely. I did it the same way that the Bearded Woodsman does it. Basically, you butterfly it and you remove the ribs. You don't need to remove the ribs. Basically, when you eat the trout, you can just push the meat through the ribs and then take the... Oh, trout's done. Why, yes it is. Would you look at it? All right, so that's basically how he does it, but he does it on a campfire. And usually, the one video I saw, like the video where I learned how to do the butterflying, he cooked it on a rock. So he basically heated up a rock on a fire and then put the slab on it and made it. So I didn't have a rock or a fire, so I just used my oven. Good enough, good stuff. Looks freaking good. Got to get it on a plate. Good thing I got one clean right freaking here. I'm not sure how the heck I'm gonna do this, so get you guys in tripod mode. We'll use the old spatula here. Oh, I probably should have oiled the pan first. Yeah, it's stuck. I'll touch the pan with my bare hands. That would have been awesome. Nothing like 3rd-degree burns to get the party started. Okay, so the next time I do this, oil the pan, because I literally baked the skin. Yeah, I baked the skin to the freaking pan. Bloody hell. Whatever, eh? You live and you learn. Everybody makes mistakes, especially me. That's how I live my life. One mistake at a time. Okay, well, it looked awesome in the pan, but not so awesome on the plate. You know what? Good enough, good stuff. Let's turn off this friggin' oven here. That pan's gonna have to soak for a while. I don't know if she's still super hot or not, but it's amazing how quickly these things cool down. Well, the next time I do this, and there probably will be a next time, because $8 for a huge piece of fish like that. Mind you, it didn't come out as awesome as I hoped, but $8 for a huge piece of fish like that is pretty freaking good. I do have to say so myself. Anyway, guys, as far as the meat stew goes here, I ended up adding some vegetables to it, and we're gonna get that all stirred in and stewed up, because yeah, we're just gonna let it fester overnight. Probably not. Definitely during the live stream. Then when we're done the live stream, we'll come down and we'll separate it into individual containers, and then we'll have this shit for the rest of the week. For lunch or supper or whatever. Whatever our one meal a day is gonna be. Could use some more pitter patter powder. Everything could use more pitter patter powder. Pitter patter powder, pour it on your shit. That'd be the commercial if I actually had one, if I was commercially allowed to sell this. But probably wouldn't pass, even though it's spices I bought at the store that I mixed together. But I got nowhere to sell it. I don't have an online store. I don't want to deal with that. I'm not one of them YouTubers. That, and I got some ideas that I want to try to make it even better. And then once it's complete, I'll release the recipe, and you guys can go ahead and buy the same spices and make it yourself if you want to try it. And if you don't, you can just live vicariously through me. All right, look at that. Doesn't that look like a big pile of shit? All right, so I'm gonna mix myself up a water, head upstairs, eat my fish, get on the live stream. KK, bye. All gone, ate it all. Such a meanie, I didn't even give Oreo a taste. But I'm gonna take Oreo outside. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing the headlamp, because it's dark enough, we can go outside and we can give it a quick test. So we'll take Oreo out, put on the shoes, step out there and see what we can see. I'm wearing friggin' like no socks or anything, right? Like even in here, you see how dark it is. That's the spotlight mode. That's pretty good. And then fog light mode, or I guess floodlight mode. I didn't know I turned that on. Don't even need it. I got floodlight mode. Like that's super bright, and that's freaking awesome. Like that gives a lot of light versus turning it off. Spotlight, floodlight. Sweet, eh? Anyway, let me tie the dog up. Okay, this is by far not the smartest thing that I'm doing. Coming out here in my shoes, because the snow could be very deep. Actually, the snow's not too bad. Okay, go do stuff. So, you can see at the end of the yard there, so you can see that the beam actually makes it down there. This thing lights up pretty damn good. You know, lights up the hedges at the end. Like, it's pretty bright out right now though, don't get me wrong. You know, I could totally ice fish in this and be fine if the fish would bite. They won't, but you know. So it's actually a pretty good light. And it's gonna come up clutch this summer when Sarah and I are out there at the wall. When it gets dark at 9, we'll be able to use spot or fog light or floodlight mode to get the frig out of Dodge. Because honestly, hey Google, turn off the kitchen.
Okay, turning off 3 things.
Super dark, spotlight, floodlight. Like that lights up this entire room so nicely. That's ridiculous. I can see everything, the camera can see everything. Only complaint I'm gonna have, or not complaint, but problem I may have is when I put my hat on and then I attach this thing, you know, in the dark, I turn spotlight mode on. I have to aim that down a little bit. So that's not too bad. Spotlight mode works pretty damn good. But then we put it into floodlight mode and the peak will cock it over, but it's not too bad actually. It's not too bad. Like, it's lighting up the peak, I can tell it is, but it's also lighting up the sky. And that there is actually not too bad. Not too bad at all. So there we go. Pretty sweet. Because I was questioning what that was gonna do on my hat, if it was actually gonna work or not. And the question is yes, it will work. Anyway guys, I'm definitely gonna keep my tweaker light, I guess it's been called, on my hat, because sometimes that comes in handy. I don't have a headlamp on me and I need a quick light. And it's just so convenient to reach up there, go quick and turn that thing on. It does a good job, so. Anyway guys, thought we'd give you the quick test of the old headlamp here. I'll post a link in the description if you want to check them out on Amazon for yourself. I don't have affiliate, so I don't make money off of it, but if you want to check them out, that's why they sent them to me, was basically advertisement. So we'll have to see really how they go this summer. That was a quick test. I couldn't tell you on battery life how long they last. Reviews said, one guy said 2 hours, one guy said 3 hours. So I don't know, I couldn't tell you that, but we'll find out. Anyway guys, I'm gonna shut her down here. We got a live stream and then bedtime. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time guys, remember, live to win, never give it. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.